All right, Algebra 2. Today we want to take a look at solving inequalities. And what you may remember from Algebra 1 is that a lot of the concepts of solving inequalities are a lot the same as the concepts you learn about solving equations. And again, we're going to take a look at a very simple example just for comparison's sake, and then take a look at some that will be a little bit more challenging. So if you remember solving one-step equations, I have two tactics I can use here. I have my inverse operations, and I have my properties of equality. So I'm trying to undo adding 7. So the inverse operation of addition is subtraction, and I need to subtract 7. If I subtract 7 on the left side of the equal sign, I also have to subtract 7 on the right. If you recall some of the exercises we've done where we've kept two sides of a balance equal to one another, keeping the hanger level, exactly same idea. So 7 minus 7 is 0. So on the left-hand side, I have x plus 0, which we're going to write as x. And 12 minus 7 gives 5. Now, what if this were an inequality? X plus 7 is less than 12. Okay, so when we had a solution for an equation, there was, for right now, one value of the variable, 5. Well, there's a whole bunch of numbers I could give for x that would make x plus 7 less than 12. I could put 0 in there, or 1, or 2, or 4, or 4.5, or 4.99, or 4.99999, and all those things would be less than 12. So we're not going to give just one number. We're going to have a range of numbers, and so we're going to write it in a slightly different way and using these symbols. So you may recall that you have less than, equal to, greater than equal to, and then occasionally we see this one, which is not equal to. So let's take a look at solving this. X plus 7 is less than 12. Similarly, I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. So 7 minus 7 leaves just x. 12 minus 7 is 5. So x is less than 5. And you recall from Algebra 1 that sometimes we want to show visually what my solution set is. And the way that we would do this is on a number line. I use an open circle to show less than, that 5 is the end of my solutions but not included. And then the numbers that are less than 5 on a number line go to the left. Excellent. So now let's look at some two-step inequalities. 2x plus 3 greater than 9. So recall we're going to save the variable term for last. Let's subtract 3 on both sides. 2x, 3 minus 3 goes to 0, so I have just 2x here. 9 minus 3 is 6. So x is greater than 3. So greater than 3 goes to my right. I'd like you to try this example. 3x minus 4 is less than or equal to negative 2. So on your note paper, work out this inequality. Go ahead and pause your video, and then you can check your work with me. All right, so let's see how this one played out. So we know that we're saving the x, the variable term, for last. So I'm going to add 4, add 4. So on the left side, you had 3x, less than or equal to. Now you're combining a positive and a negative here. So you have a negative 2 and a positive 4. You could think of this like 4 minus 2. So 3x is less than or equal to 2. Well, what happens now? I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 3. X less than or equal to 2/3. If we get asked to put that on a number line, well, what does that look like? 1, 0, 1. Here's 1/3. Here's 2/3. So if it's less than or equal to, now the 2/3 is included. So recall that I'm going to color in or fill in that dot, and less than is to the left. All right, so there's one twist to solving inequalities, which you recall from Algebra 1, which is anytime that I multiply or divide by a negative number in order to isolate the variable, it changes the direction of the inequality. So let's look at that. I'm going to subtract 5, subtract 5. So I have negative 4x greater than or equal to 17 minus 5 is 12. Now I'm dividing by negative 4. So negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. I have just x. Now, because I divided by a negative, this greater than is going to become less than. 12 over negative 4 is negative 3. So less than or equal to negative 3, I'm moving to my left. All right, so good work. We're going to move on over to CK12 and do some practice online.